there's a shift here in her focus. She had thought, I'll leave my children with my husband and I'll try and find a partner and move into their house and then bring my kids with me. That was the plan. And she thought she could do that while she was staying at her girlfriend's because she thought if I just go out and date, I could find somebody fast and I could do this within a month or so.
Holy fuck. That's like a bear trap.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, we all know this is a real story. This is not far off what a lot of people do when they feel scared.
And she thought she was going to do that and break a pattern all at the same time?
Yeah.
And not rushing into his house out of desperation?
Yeah.
For shelter and security.
Yeah. Yeah, and
that was a big day for her.
Yeah, and I think her story is really spot on for a lot of people.
Yep.
And we don't take the time sometimes to sit down and process it. We just sometimes we're so slow moving in one area and we're so quick moving in another area. And sometimes where we move very quickly is where it's very unhealthy. Mm-hmm. And that's an indication that everything about the past might be unhealthy and that we're still creating unhealthy patterns for our future. Mm-hmm. Slow down, breathe. So if you've got a friend that says, hey, you can have the room as long as you need it, freaking unpack. Mm-hmm. Take your clothes out of a suitcase and put them in the drawers. Mm-hmm. Buy yourself fresh sheets for the bed. Like, buy a comforter. Give her all her stuff and say, hey, I might be here a while. Mm-hmm. I need to find where there's apartments, or I need to not feel so rushed. I take the first place. And again, I don't want to be there, so I rush to be with somebody again. Mm-hmm. I need to make sure my decisions are slower, safer, thought out. And I said, that's why therapy, because you can bounce all those decisions off a therapist. They're going to, that was one of the messages I forgot, that the therapist would have her best interests at heart all the time, mm-hmm. hands down. And that if she went back to her husband, that his best interests would be in what he was focused on, mm-hmm. not what was in her best interest. So if he was having problems being a single dad, he might take her back so that he could go back to doing all his fun stuff again. Mm-hmm. But that the psychologist or psychotherapist or whoever would put her needs first and then figure out how to create that safe environment and teach her tools so that she could bring her children into it.
I wanted to say thank you on behalf of the children.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, and I know a lot of clients will come back after the fact, especially after they've done their work, and we get all kinds of different thank yous. But to have two very unhealthy parents, just buried in their own stuff, not with the intention of being unhealthy parents, the kids deserve a voice to say thank you, because now she knows better. So if she chooses to do better, big thank you. If she chooses to not do better, mm-hmm. then at least the kids had a voice. At least their mom had an opportunity to be shaken enough mm-hmm. to be able to show up in those relationships, never mm-hmm. mind a potential partner. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, for the amount of times that people say, well, I can't leave because of the kids. And you're hearing us say thank you on behalf of the children because they mm-hmm. now have an opportunity at a healthy parent this mm-hmm. way. Mm-hmm. Maybe that helps shift people's perspectives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice.